Hello my crafty friends, welcome to another art journal video. Today we are gonna make my final page on this journal. This is the last page of the journal, and ironic, let's say I started this journal just few months before the pandemic, and then we are gonna finish with the war page. Yes, that's my journal, but I enjoyed a lot of pages in between. But yes, let's start about the process. So this is a really easy process and project. Everybody really can make it. I'm using my watercolor set, but you can use any marker, watercolor marker as well. So I'm just putting some color on a plastic piece of plastic. In this case I'm using a Ziploc bag because I'm already had used it and I want to just make another use of that before throw it away. And it's a good way to use because there is a space in between, so you can fit easily your hand and then you can smash really the color on the page easily. So as you can see what I'm doing, I'm just putting some color with some water in the top of the plastic sheet, then adding some spray water again, and then splatter really everything on the page. And I'm just gonna use three color on this page, so I'm using blue, yellow, and then some red, and doing the same process every time. Just a small tip, make sure to dry all the layers, all the colors layer, because otherwise you will get just mud. And even in this way, is a watercolor, so even if I dry with my hair dryer, a little bit is gonna reactivate with the next color. I'm gonna have some places where there is some muddy color, but I'm fine with it. And also it'll take back also the look of the vintage look, let's say, of the page, because I don't have a white page, but toned page. So this is gonna be the process, and after doing that I'm just gonna adding some lines with the black marker and with white marker, and then the quote. So easy peasy process at all. And the reason why I was doing this one is to really release some of the stress that I lately had. And this is really an easy page that it's easy to make, it's quick. It took me just 30 minutes, and the splat things I think was liberating, kind of liberating. Let's do some chitty chat for the moment while I'm doing everything on the screen. I've been on kind of art block lately. Not that I don't have idea, I have a lot of creative idea that I want to make. That the thing that is missing is really the energy to make something. I don't know. I let's say 10% maybe that I don't have the time to do that, but then the rest of it, 90%, is really that I don't feel in the mood to make something. So I really spend my free time lately watching television, stay with my family, and that's it. I also noticed that I can maybe make some art like this page, or I did other two pages but recorded already but not posted yet. But I have really difficult on making the voiceover because this is an art channel and I don't want to talk about I don't want to give you, let's say, bad feelings. The reason of this art channel is more to entertain you and give some inspiration, but based on what's happening in the world, it's difficult to me. It's difficult to say something in those videos because my feeling is all over the place, basically. And I mean, even if I'm living far away from what's happening now, I'm in US, but what's happening now is a global thing. Even if just for the moment the war is only between Ukraine and Russia, I mean, there is economic crisis that's happening for not only for Europe but for the rest of the world as well. Devastation that I can see in the television, all the beautiful city in Ukraine. that were so beautiful now all destroyed. A lot of people moving just to find a future. It's, I don't know, it's blocking, I think, everybody. And I don't think that I would experience those kind of history in my life. Luckily, my son is still small, so I don't have to explain a lot. He's not asking a lot of questions. But I cannot imagine, let's say, how family needs to explain this one to children and to, yeah, okay. And that's why, let's say, I didn't post. Well, I posted last video recently, was about Carnival, but actually I made quite a long few weeks before the war started. So this is, let's say, the first post after the war. And it's tough. Yes, you can feel, let's say, from my voice that it's tough. But we are here to try to overcome this block, this situation. And don't worry, I'm gonna make more fun art in the future. Let's say this is, it's similar to what I did for COVID the last time. So I really need to express this feeling in a page, and I really encourage everybody to do the same. If you are, if you like to make art, I think this is the way to release your stress and try to move on. And hopefully we will not have any escalation on what's happening right now. But let's go back to the page and try to, to smile a little bit and entertain you as much as I can. So after making some lines, I wanted to have a border to frame this page. So I was using the Tombow marker, but I was using with the brush from the brush side, and just slightly push the color into the page on the border. So in this way you will have a border, a frame, lines with a line, but not perfect because it's gonna have some big side and small and thin side on the other side, on the other end. And that's what I really wanted to have on as a border here to frame, let's say, this page. As you saw before making the border, I was also doing some stamping with something that I had in my stash. So just stamp, background stamp with some lines and hexagon to just again to frame even more the page, because I thought was missing some black on this page. And then after that I was moving to the quote. The quote is pretty simple, nothing special, so I'm really, is a message maybe more for the people that can do something. So I'm just wrote it down, stop the war, and I was just doing in bold the word stop, and then in cursive the other two words. And I'm gonna add some white because I had white in the art journal page, so I decided to add some white also on the quote, and I'm just gonna cut everything. That's it for this page. Thanks a lot really for listening more than watching. I hope that I'll see you soon in a better video. Bye bye.